ESPN is giving us a top 25 of the WNBA players that are under 25, and I read it was based off of potential and whose ceiling is going to be whose ceiling is the highest and things of that nature. So we're going to blind react to it. I haven't seen it yet. Actually, I want to guess the top 5 to see if I can get it right. Chat, we're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers as fast as possible. So hit that button, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy. So I'm guessing for ESPN, and I know Caitlin Clark is going to be number 1. Paige Bueckers, number 2. Number 3, when it comes to, again, we're talking about potential. Dominique doesn't have the accolades yet, but I feel like Dominique will be number 3 as far as potential. Number 4, I say, who am I missing? Number 4, I'd go Angel, under 25. I feel like there's going to be a sleeper, like somebody's 24 that I don't know that's 24. Somebody like Satu or somebody's going to be 24, 25. But I can't think of that player. Who is it? Okay, I'm going to go Angel 4. So I got Cece, Paige, Dominique, Angel, and then 5, it got to be Miller at 5. I'm thinking that might be the top 5. Am I missing somebody? Potential? I mean, Miller and Angel, 4 or 5. This isn't my personal list. This is what I think ESPN would do. I can see Dominique being 3. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, let's see if I get it right. Let's look at the browser. So top 25, under 25, ranking the WNBA best young players. That's the criteria. I did see the person that posted on Twitter. You could see the criteria. So I know it's based off of potential and ceiling and something about Ryan Howard. And you have to have played this year, so they're not counting stash players. So here we are. Number 1 is Caitlin Clark. Let's just, before we go like bar for bar, let's just look at the list, see if I got it right. Number 1, Caitlin. Number 2, Paige. I got those first 2 right. Number Aaliyah. That's interesting. How old is Aaliyah? I guess she's just maybe a year older than Angel. And so Aaliyah's interesting. That I didn't expect that one. Dominique, I seen that coming. And then Angel, I was right there. And Miller? Oh, Sonia. How did I forget? That's who I was forgetting. That makes sense. And then Miller, I was pretty close. I forgot about Sony. Okay, so now let's just go through it one by one, and I'll give my opinion on each person. Number 1 being Caitlin Clark. I figured they would say that. Me personally, I'm going with Paige, especially as far as potential. If she puts it all together, Paige will be one of the greatest players to ever play the game. She has the skill set. She has the tools to literally do it all. She got a bag on offense. She can get down and be a presence on defense. Like, I see Paige being, as far as potential, if we're basing this off of potential, it's Paige 1 for me. So I would definitely change those 2 around. But so we do have Paige and Caitlin at 1 and 2. Kind of discussed that. Aaliyah Boston is an interesting one because I feel like she's really, really close to being at her peak. If she develops the 3 ball more consistently, that's what can elevate her game some more. But, and I'm not knocking Aaliyah. Aaliyah's cold to me. She's going to be the dominant center in the league for this next wave of players. She's clearly under 25, so she probably has another good 7 years to 8 years, especially being a big, to dominate as the number 1 center when the BGs are gone and the Asias go away. You know, she's going to be right there running the center position. So I can see it. But as far as potential, I think she's really, really close to tapping into her potential. Dominique is interesting. And again, I said I thought she would be number 3 because I didn't realize Aaliyah would be on this list. Well, I still wouldn't have had Leah at 3, honestly. But I know when it comes to potential, that is Dominique. So I don't have a problem with her being so high because her potential is literally something we've not seen. We've seen the size of a BG or I forgot the other lady's name. We've seen the size, the 6'6" Z in LA. She's 6'6", so we've seen the size, but the ability, you see she has the ability to do it all. It's just about developing it and now using it to your game. So when we're speaking potential, I can see Dominique being in the top 5. After Dominique, they have Angel. She's already 2-time All-Star. She's going to own a lot of records when it comes to rebounds, when it comes to double-doubles, when it comes to being the fastest and the youngest. She's going to earn it all. She's going to have a bunch of them. But also, if you give her the right pieces, she's going to be the glue to winning championships. She's going to be an elevated version of Draymond Green, because Draymond, there's nothing he couldn't participate in on the court. I remember Draymond in Game 7 had 37 points. He was the only reason that they even could have beat the Cavaliers that Game 7, because of Draymond. But also, he can guard your best player. He can get you 10 assists a game. He could slide his feet. He could defend the rim. His IQ was out the world, and that's who Angel is. So when it comes to potential and what she will be in the future, she deserves to be in the top 5, top 3 if you ask me, because she's already put some of the pieces together. Like Dominique, she just hasn't put them together yet, so we don't know if she could even put it together. Angel, we know it's just going to take reps and more work, a couple more off seasons, and her bag is going to be completely filled. Number 6 is Citron. I had Milla, and I honestly forgot about Citron. I don't know how, but now that I remember Citron, again with Citron, I feel like we're looking at kind of a polished version of herself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what more she's going to develop. Now, she might get better, become a better shooter, a better finisher, a better defender. She might get better. Now, don't get me wrong. The finished product of her, if this is close to it, she's cold. She's going to be a top. She deserves to be right here. She's going to be a top 10 player in 5 years. She'll be a top 10 player. So don't get me wrong. She's cold. She deserves to be there. Again, they just threw the word like the ceiling and things of that nature. So I'm thinking along those lines. I kind of feel like if Camilla hits that ceiling, who she could be the number 1 big in the league. Just basically 6'7", has a good frame, actually is really fast on her feet. So if she puts it all together, I think her ceiling could be a top 3 player in the league. So that's why I think I will put Camilla above Citron, because Citron's play style, being a wing, I think she's like kind of closer to being at her peak than Camilla, if that makes sense. So I don't want to spend too much. We're probably not going to go through all 25. Maybe we'll go to the top 15. Rakia Jackson, I have no problem with her being here. I would say right here, and I don't know who's next, I would think Rakia or Kiki, but Rakia she could lead the league in scoring. At some point, she can lead the league in scoring. I think my boy HG said that she was going to lead the league in scoring one year. So shout out to HD for predicting that. And I agree. She's that type of player that could lead the league in scoring. On the offensive end, there's nothing she can't do. And I don't think people can slow up her game when she gets in her bag. It's her versus the rim. That's it. So I'm cool with her being that high. I think Kiki probably will be next. Oh, Cam Brink. How do I forget about Cam? All right, she hasn't played much. But Cam is an interesting one. 6'4", really, really defensive minded. Like, her game is defense. Like, that's where it starts. And her offensive game is going to come along with it. We see she can shoot the 3 ball. She can shoot the 3 ball. So once she starts stretching the defense out, then she becomes really, really deadly. So the potential is there for her to be all NBA, all WNBA player every year. And again, she's still coming back from an ACL tear, so I doubt she's close to even being 100% of who she can be as of right now. So I do see why she's in the top 10. And here's Kiki. One of the most interesting ones to me is Kiki, because again, if she puts it all together, boy, oh boy, you got a problem on your hands. How tall is Kiki? Kiki 6'3"? Wow. So, man, she has a size. She has a height. She's extremely, extremely skilled. I think for her to become a Angel Reese right now, like, her offensive bag is deeper because she has a midi locked down. She has a beautiful midi shot. But so her bag is different than Angel's, but her aggression, and I think she just has to get a little stronger. I think Kiki's going to have to hit the weight room. She's going to have to learn how to use her lower body strength. She's going to, and her upper body strength. She's just going to have to get a little stronger so she could actually be a bully as well as somebody with a sweet jump shot. And then you're looking at a copy of A'ja Wilson if she puts it all together. So Kiki might need to move up the ranks a little bit as far as what her potential could be, because she could be a top 5 player in the league. I think she needs to get just a little stronger. a little nastier. You know, if you give them more aggressive or more aggression on her end. But yeah, I think her thing is just strength and just reps to get comfortable doing everything on the court. So that was the top 10. Do we want to go to 15? Let's just run through the last two. Double L, she is extremely solid. That's a solid guard right there. She's somebody that I don't know how much her potential is going to take her to the next level, to like all-star level player, but she's shown us some amazing games. She's a really great guard. What did they say about? She's just a really, really great guard. And when I'm thinking about the future is going to be hard for guards. Again, we have Paige, Caitlin, who's on there already as guards. Paige, Caitlin, those are the rest of the bigs. So we have Paige, Caitlin, a bunch of, and then it's not just the ones that's already Sonia. That's what I was thinking of. I keep forgetting her. So that's already 3 that's going to be locked all-stars. But the next waves, the Jews, people love Olivia Miles. AZ Fudd's going to be a guard. And I'm just throwing out random names, but there's so many guards that's going to be coming into this league. Will some of them come in and knock people like Double L off of the top 15, top 10 list? Will they knock her from getting an all-star because you have this next wave of guards coming in? Sanaya, if she gets her offensive game together, she is going to be a problem. She's going to be in this league for as long as she wants because her defense and her length and her ball IQ, the way she plays defense, she's going to be in the league for a long, long time. If her offensive game comes along, she is going to be a problem. She is just freakishly athletic. I love watching her play. She's somebody, when she's on the court, I'm always looking at what she's doing. And then we have Monique on the Mercury. We have Jordan on the Storm. And then Rupert came number 15 on the Valks. Honorable mention, Pow Pow. Pow Pow is one of them ones. It's just about consistency with her. If she gets consistent, it's night. There's Saloon from Golden State. She is an awesome player. Anise, I'm happy we kept going. Oh, man, these two are good. Man, Anise, I think it's just opportunity. I think it's opportunity. If she gets the opportunity, she's going to be, I think she can be an all-star if she gets starter minutes, a starting role, being a part of an offense. I think she can be an all-star. I think she can bump with Kiki and bump with the Angels. I think she can develop to that and that like this. She just needs a little more opportunity. Aaliyah Edwards at 19 is tough because I honestly thought Aaliyah Edwards was going to come in this year and really wreck shop, and it did not happen. She fell out of rotation. She's on her second team, and she's coming off the bench on her second team. So she got traded, and she didn't get traded to be a starter. Looks like she got traded to come off the bench. So we will see what that turned into. Diamond Miller from Dallas. Zaza from Dallas. I'm a big Zaza fan. Her and Sanaya, I watched them through college. I love them together. They're a lot alike. Zaza's a better scorer. Rivers is a better defender, but just their energy, their tempo, they play a lot alike. There's Carla. Okay, and Michaela Timpson for the Fever. I just don't see enough of her yet. She's like baby Tyson Chandler to me. On the defensive end, which is not a problem. Tyson Chandler basically won a championship because how great he was on defense. So that was my blind reaction. This is a longer video than usual. I just want to go through it quickly and just look at the order. Look who they had on there. Again, I would move some stuff around, but they have the right 25 up there. I'm AJ. This is my mic. Peace.